I know it's been a hot minute and I have missed you thoroughly, really, truly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week's been a little nuts because I've had the workshop happening at the same time. And it's been
Oh
a
my
busy
gosh.
work week as well for just
Yeah.
day job stuff. But
Oh,
yeah, I can't believe like because I was planning this workshop, I think about 4 or 5 months ago, a while
it's been a
ago.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, and I roped you in on it pretty early, and
Yeah.
then at that time, we were sort of figuring out what we wanted to do, and then now it's actually happening, so I
I
don't know where
know.
the time is going.
I said to Joan late last night, I'm like, are there links? What's going on?
I know, and I feel bad about that because I was like, "I'll figure it
Oh
out when I get
gosh.
to it," and then but Joan,
Yeah.
just with how
Jones.
helpful she's
Yeah.
been and amazing, has just been making sure to
She's
ping me for various things to get
yeah.
stuff done, and I, truly do appreciate someone being my
She is the
brain.
best. She's the best.
Well, let's say hi to everyone that's here so far. I feel like I didn't really do a formal introduction, but I want to welcome you to the SilverSilk channel. Nealay Patel here, live and reporting from SilverSilk and more. And I'm your design guru, educator, and all things SilverSilk behind and in front of the scenes. And
Yeah.
I have got my best beading buddy and dare I say baby mama for the SilverSilk loom.
For the
Always,
family.
well, yes, we're all
For the
family.
family.
Miss Jules Avelar.
Aw.
And Jewel, you are the owner and the inventor of the Jewel Loom, and the
Yeah.
product educator and the person who ships the orders and kind of procures all the store. You basically like we're one and
Yeah.
the same in regards to being like the true
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, the ones that are really going out there and getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's first of all, thank you. As my eyes are watering because I'm so happy to see you.
Aw.
Tears of happiness. Um, yeah, it's what a journey this is. And I'm so grateful that it's weird because if people realized how long we actually have known each other and because it feels like an eternity. We're just those kinds of people where we were blessed to get together and it just seems like forever. And I'm so grateful for that. Like no matter how much time goes by, I feel like we have that really sweet precious friendship where we just come back to where we left off, and that's really
Yes.
rare. So I'm thankful for you on 100 different levels. But and you obviously, I wanted to do something so special for you. And this loom, every time I look at it, because it's part of the Jewel Loom family, and it's just so cool because it's everything you are. It's strong and it's just this really hunky, handsome, solid loom, and it stares at me throughout the day. It's like
Aw.
just yeah, and it's so cool, and I feel so lucky that I got to work with it and birth it with you. So I appreciate being here. I appreciate all of the silver silk peeps and the jewel loom peeps, and everyone is loving on this loom. And what I'm going to share with you today, seriously, I think I walked back here at I'm going to say 11:30 or 1 o'clock my time, and I thought I knew what I was going to do. And then I looked around and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do something totally different.
I feel like you always bring your A game to your design work first and foremost, but whenever it comes to the SilverSilk stuff, it's
Yeah.
always like from the left and something that I would never ever think of. I was
Yeah.
very just surprised by the last project that you did, and I feel like I hope I did. I was supposed to send you some end caps. Did I get around to doing that?
I got a package of the silver chain
Okay.
and silver end caps, and
Okay.
my intention was originally to use that.
No, that's okay. I just I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that I didn't miss that because I
Yeah.
remember you wanting to finish up that necklace design with the where what it was like this big of a yes, there it is.
Yes.
That is
This
it.
originally was going to be a bracelet. And then as we progressed in the last time we were together, it just turned into like this cool opportunity. And whoops, there we
I
go.
love
Oh
that.
God, look, it looks like his
Oh.
nose. Oh gosh. over there. What are you at?
That's amazing. I love it even more now.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
You have to wear that with.
Somebody needs to take a still shot of this.
I bet
I
Joan
mean,
has
so
already, and if she
stinking
won't, she
funny.
will later. That's hilarious.
Is that hilarious?
Oh, I love that so much.
So cute. But yeah, it's been so fun. I mean, just from the first time that I literally accidentally played with the SilverSilk on the original fiber loom, and we were just like, what? The grid, the teeth fit the silk so well. And then to just watch everything progress, and I still love this idea,
Oh,
where
yes.
you do traditional weaving and you do the 3 warps. I
Mhm.
mean, this is just definitely one of my faves. But today I'm super stoked about what we're gonna do, because yeah. But yeah.
Cool. Well, I concur all of those feelings and everything that you just said, because I am delighted to be part of the SilverSilk
Yeah.
like loom family, and that we are
Yeah.
able to collaborate in the best way,
Yeah.
because our products essentially complement each other just like we do.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god. In
it's
fact, we're in gray tones, and who knew?
oh, and I've got a circle graphic on my shirt,
And so do I.
and so do you. So
Is that
we
weird?
did.
Oh my god. See? We're like totally.
I'm saying, but yours is way more fun than mine. I will say that. I wish I had a giant.
Well, I was going
snowy-
to change until you said you liked it, because I thought maybe it was too casual. But
No, are you kidding me? Plus, like the
okay.
nose jewelry just makes it
I
all
know.
more like
I know. That
it
just
was meant
kind
to
of like,
be.
that's a crack up.
All right. Well,
Okay.
why don't I pan over to your camera
Okay.
and we can talk about maybe what project you want to show us today?
Yeah. I think I'm going to scooch that part out for a sec, because I'll start with the warps. So I've got the SilverSilk Loom in front of me, and I just want to kind of give some idea. The loom is in front of my body. So when my pointers are pointing to my smiley face, that's my body. And this is my right hand, and this is my left hand. It looks like, I don't know if things are moving a little slow there, but anywho, and then I've got the SilverSilk chain, and I have a piece of sari ribbon. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to warp with the ribbon first, and I'm just going to create a little, I want to do a little knot in the air here. Not necessarily a knot, but a loop to get started, because what I want to do is attach that to my tooth up here. And so actually, let me just undo this. Hold on, because this is a little wider. So let's twist it a little just to kind of help it slide in. And full disclaimer, Marlon Brando, I tried to get him to not be back here, but he is, and he's snoring away. So
That's my favorite.
oh my gosh. Thank God everyone loves him, because it's so stinking funny. I've been trying to tape these videos for my courses, and of course he's back there, sawing logs. Okay. So I'm like, well, people are just going to have to understand.
I feel
So,
like
okay.
he's
So I've
part of
got
the
that
master.
tied. Let me just show you here. I've got that tied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just going to tie your sari ribbon to the top tooth up here. Whoops. Let me get that in the camera. And then we're going to bring it down onto that second groove. Okay. So the second one, and then we're going to pull that towards our body, and then we're going to wrap it around the back tooth, and we're going to come back up and bring this back up to the top, wrap it around the tooth. And it helps if you twist that the ribbon, because see how much easier it makes it to go into the grooves. Oh, sorry. I need to, here, you know what? Let me see something. Hold on. There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Boom, bada bing. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I need to tie off. This can be a little more fun than I want to have right now on camera. So I'm just going to secure it. I'm just like weaving it in and out to secure it. And then it'll be all well. All will be well in SilverSilk land.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the SilverSilk and I'm going to take one of the Jewel Loom wood buttons and I'm going to work with the daisy because I want this to be like a boho type bracelet. And I'm going to slide that down and then I'm going to take the other end. So one end will be longer because I just want to trim one piece. So let's just see here if this is correct. I'm going to put one over here and just bear with me as I do this because, yep, that's long enough. Okay, so let me just show you. So I want to cut it. So I want to have one continuous piece of SilverSilk left. I don't want to have two in case I want to do something with a longer piece. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? I don't want to just center
like
the button.
You're getting more mileage out of it just by...
I'm getting more mileage. So then I'm going to take the SilverSilk. Okay, and hold on. I'm going to turn around here. Okay, so I have the SilverSilk laying in the first groove next to the sari ribbon. And then I have it in, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th groove. Okay, so basically the SilverSilk is going to embrace, outline the ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to turn that around. And I want to make sure, I'd like to get the button so it's really nice and taut up against the grooves. So I'm just going to readjust. And I'm just very carefully scooching the sari ribbon, the SilverSilk down into the grooves. And that does not look even. So I'm going to correct myself here. Okay, that looks, why does that still look a little off? Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I want to make sure it's right. Okay. All right, cool. So that's better. And then I'm going to bring this end down and I'm going to pull on it so that it's nice and snug into the bottom groove. And then I'm going to take the other end and do the same thing. Okay. So, and then what I can do is I can bring in my cutters and I can trim that piece off. And so these are my warps. All right.
Real quick, I've got a tip that I just now performed, and I can show you.
Okay.
Real quick for the warp, at least with SilverSilk. So I had mine. I'm gonna be the boring one today.
Never.
And sadly, I don't have any cool boho stuff at my desk. I might have some in my stash somewhere, but I'm just gonna work with the silver Pearlesque chain today and do some of these round beads in between. So
yes.
Keeping it very simple, right? So what I did at the ends though, is I ran a piece of wire through my SilverSilk, and that sort of helps to keep it nice and taut because that's working against this backboard here. And
Love it.
As you can see, it's in the groove. So I did that on both sides.
Love it. And you know what? So if you're not using a button up there to do that, to do what I did, then I love that. It's like a clamp.
Yeah, it really is. And then I don't have to worry about it sagging or anything like that later down the road.
That's super
even
cool.
whenever I take it off and I've got all my beaded design stuff together, what you can do is scooch it together and then just trim it and then apply your end cap and then slide it off.
You did. You know what? That's so smart. I love that. No, really, we should. I want to definitely I'll do some pictures and add that to the or I'll just add this link. Yeah.
The library. Yes, we must.
Because that's so
spread
good.
The news.
That's so good.
Anyway, okay. Oh, back over to you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So So what I was saying basically is, now my loom is warped. You can see I've got the SilverSilk here off to the side. It's embracing this beautiful sari ribbon, and I've got the button. And so now I can start to, I mean, not for nothing, this is kind of cool just the way it is. Like, seriously, if you
It
wanted
really
to
is.
finish this, it would probably be pretty cool. But what we're going to do is obviously go big or go home. So
Right.
I'm going to move this one on over so that I can bring the one that I started earlier. And this is what I've got going on with this one. So I used a different color ribbon, and you can see that I started to weave, right? So now the connection of the SilverSilk chain and the ribbon are all tied in together. Okay. And I still want to make sure that the SilverSilk is a part of my design. So I'm going to leave it exposed, and then I'm going to do a combination of weaving and then adding 8mm fire polish beads into the weave as well. So let's see. I'm going to grab a piece of sari ribbon here. And actually, I want a contrasting color. Hold on. I'm going to grab some of this cool looking lime green
You
stuff.
carry the sari silk in your store?
I do. So it's they're 5-yard sections that I put together for you, and it's $5. So go wild. Go wild.
That is a great deal, you guys. That's such a good deal. You must take advantage of it.
Yeah,
especially to add that cool like additional texture to your design work. I'm all about.
So, you could probably, for giggles, maybe, I don't know, it could be tight, but we did this adorable little needle for you with the first little loom thing back, gosh, what was it, a year ago now, I guess. You could thread your needle if you had a bigger jewel loom wood needle, you certainly could use that, but I just was using my hands. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to come under. So first of all, let me just see something here. I'm going to bring in a bracelet I've made, and that's going to be part of my length. So this is what I've got going on. I'm trying to lay it out. So I know I'm going to want some here in the middle, and I know I'm going to want some down here. Okay, so I'm going to come here. And by all means, you don't have to be symmetrical or perfect. You do what you want to do wherever it's calling to you. I just want to show you what I'm doing. So I'm just coming under, and so yeah, under, over. So I'm back under, and now over, and then I'm going to pull. See, oh, that's so cool. I want that on the top somewhere. Okay, hold on. I'm going to cut this. Where are you? Okay. So, and sometimes I'll just give it like a little twist. And then we're going to bring this in. So I'm going to come over the SilverSilk, under, over, under, and out. And I'm just going to squish it here. Ooh, and then I want to make sure, let's see, how am I going to get this one? I'm going to have to play with that. Okay. Under, doing a lot of talking to myself here. Sorry.
You're good.
Over.
I'm also trying to configure my design here.
Okay.
So I totally get it. But I love just watching your process, and these colors and textures that you're mixing up is pretty fascinating.
Well, and I want this really cool piece here to like be a part of. It almost looks like SilverSilk. Look at how cool that is. SilverSilk and sari ribbon. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, look at, oh, I did it. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, so I wanted this really cool, fun, whatever, because sari ribbon is just, it's all this beautiful yumminess that, these beautiful folks over, I know most of it is all imported from India, which I love because, oh, look at, oh my heck, I'm going to bring this up to the, can you, I know, I'm getting myself all excited. It's hard to tell, but
Beautiful.
do you see what's happening? It's like part of the
Yes.
sari ribbon. Do you get it? So
Mm-hmm.
you, like when you're weaving, you're just kind of you're twisting and you want to showcase these super cool pieces that are there. It's just like look at this one too. See in the warp? Look at
Yeah.
all this yumminess. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool when it's done. All right, so I'm going to go one more time. So I'm coming
So you're leaving,
down.
or well, I guess in terms of your overall design, because you had
Mm-hmm.
mentioned putting in beads too. So are you thinking like doing a little cluster of the sari silk and then having
Yeah,
some like beads dispersed in between the spacing of those
right. So
beads?
I'm probably going to come up in here and do
Uh,
like, I might do a 3-pack, like 3 rows.
yes, yes, love the way that's
Um,
going.
so really the reason why is because I need to make the connection between the silver silk and the sari ribbon so that it's one unit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want it to like fall apart.
Right. That
So,
makes sense.
and then what I also want to do is I want to make a knot over here. So where am I at? I'm going to come under and I'm going to feed this through here. Yeah, I love it. Okay. And then I'm just going to tie it. And I love that. That's going to totally probably end up being a part of my design because I love all this funness.
Mm-hmm. I do too. The raw ends really add to that bohemian flavor
Yeah.
pretty
And then
nicely.
I'm just.
Uh-oh, I think we lost you on your phone, so I'm gonna flip it over to mine real quick. Oh, you're back. I think we lost you there for a second. Let me unmute. And Jules, you may have to unmute your mic. But in the meantime, let me show you what I've been working on. And that is this, well, not as exciting as Jules's project, but I do.
Did I get lost?
Yes, but you're back. I think your phone. You're good with your phone. If you want
Hello.
to unmute your laptop and then unmute your phone. So yeah, there you go. And then unmute this. I can do that. That's all right. Keep going here. Yeah, I have actually sewn through the silver silk and instead of on the edges there. So what I'm doing is I'm passing it through the silver silk and then I'm going up through the silver silk with my needle. And I'm going about 3 of the ball chain beads up and kind of just exiting out at the nearest knit as such. And pulling my thread all the way through. And I'm using Wildfire for Beadalon, and this is their white color. And I'm using the white because it's just such a great blend for the pearlesque chain and silver. It just like, it literally just disappears and it's fabulous. So let's keep going here. Oh, you know what? I need to put my bead down and before I pass it through. So I'm going to find the hole and then I'm just going to go through the capture or the pearlesque chain, through the bead, and then through the other side of the chain, just like that. So it really can't get any more simpler than that. I'd say probably the most challenging part of what I'm doing is making it go through the silver silk each time. So again, I'm just going to pick it up from its side, go up through 3 of the beads, or as close to as I can, and then just exit back out of the chain. And everything again is held in place because I've got my little stoppers on each end, which just work fabulously. Very nifty little trick. Nifty and thrifty, I guess, if you're wanting to use up some of those wire scraps. So do this and I'll lay this down. And I'll just go straight across. As such. One thing I did want to show you guys, because I'm in love with this style so much, I just love how everything is just concealed and hidden within the silver silk itself. and the fact that I'm able to kind of float beads in between it, is I sort of made the centerpiece for a necklace with using the loom, and I was getting ready to make some examples for the website. But I made this gigantic tassel that's going to sit, which I don't have a picture of me up, but that's all right. It's supposed to sit sort of in the middle of your chest, and then I'll have some beads that kind of come out through the ends here, and then the top part here will also have a secondary necklace. So I'll just leave you with a teaser on that one at least. But I did want to say that it was such a joy to just be able to sew through multiple chains all at once. And the Jewel Loom made that possible. So here we go. Oh, Jules, I can't unmute you. You may have to do that yourself.
Okay. Did we lose my overhead?
No, your phone is still there. I would unmute that and then mute your laptop. No. Can you? Your overhead isn't unmuting, so you may have to exit the StreamYard and then come back in for that to work.
Okay, how about now?
Yes, it works now. There we go. We'll come back to you. There we go. There's always something with technology, isn't there?
It just
something.
It just is what it. So I'm kind of being. I mean, I just can't with that piece. Like, I don't want to lose it. So I might just do something cool, like where I overlap it. See that?
That's an idea. But then it covers it up so much. Is that like...
Well, okay, I'm going to come down.
There you go. That's...
Okay. All right. Thank you. So the cool thing about these types of projects I have found is like, you don't have to finish the thought, right? So like, I don't have to make this decision right now. I don't have to do anything. I can literally just say, okay, you know what? Let's tuck that under and come back. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay.
I agree. And that's what I have to do with a lot of my designs too, is I got to like put it on rest and then readdress it like the next day or something.
Yeah. I think this is what I want to do, but I'm going to add some beads now and see what actually speaks to me. So I'm going to pick up some of these gorgeous.
Oh no, it went back out again, but that's okay. I can go back to my overhead view. And you're back again, but you may have to unmute. Don't know what's going on there, but that's okay. I'm just chugging along with my design, you guys. Like, this is probably why I prefer this sort of weaving method. It's because it's so easy. Oh, you're back. Yay.
I'm back, but my camera is, hold on. I don't know what's going on.
That's all right.
I'm trying to get it to go. There we go.
I accidentally wove it around my work area there.
Serious.
And you know what's also funny is Jules is working from top to bottom, and I prefer working because after I've kind of figured out my working style, because there really isn't a right or wrong way. It just depends on what's most comfortable for you and what gets you the results that you're wanting. So I prefer to work from the bottom to top. So I'm actually weaving up. Okay, so we can come back to your overhead. Yeah,
let's see. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So I'm just going to, for giggles, do a little, I could have tied, but I don't want that look for the silk. So I'm going to just do this really quick here without getting my needle caught in the fabric. Okay. Before I got cut off, I was going to say, I don't know if everybody realizes, but we're including a 6-pack of the Jewel Loom needles in when you buy your SilverSilk Loom. And, that's a huge value. So, these guys retail for like $6 and you get 6 of them.
I'm obsessed over the needles.
Yeah.
Obsessed over them. They are so...
And they come with, so...
Wow. That's quite a deal. They make weaving and sewing so easy.
Yes. So I'm going to pick up 3 8mm fire polish beads. Oh God, these are so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. I love all the beads that you carry. They are just immaculate and add so much sparkle and
Aw.
design to whatever it is that you're making.
Yeah, I really am very what's the word? I guess I buy on purpose. Or I buy with purpose.
Buy with purpose, yeah.
Right.
Which is
Okay.
quite the opposite of what I feel like a lot of us do, just when we're retail shopping for
Yeah.
beads and enjoy the hoarding, which is, I think, part of this week's theme for, because I think I've mentioned
Yeah.
some sort of bead hoarding in every video that I've done up to this point.
I may have to do something different here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I did this when I did the interweave article. So instead of sewing normally, yeah. Okay, so what does this mean for me? Thinking, processing.
But sometimes
Oops.
it's part of the process, right? It's trying
Yeah.
to resolve some design stuff
Yeah.
that happens.
Because I kind of want these guys to be more on top. So what's that going to mean? That's going to mean I'm going to take the needle. I'm going to come under. I'm going to have to push their little holes underneath the silver silk. And then I'm on top of the sari ribbon. And then I'm back under. Everyone's just like, oh my heck, what the world is she doing right now?
Oh, not at all. I think we're all
no.
waiting for you.
I
We're
mean,
just
I'm
wondering
hoping not in a good way.
we're curious for what is she gonna do?
Yeah. What is she gonna do?
What will she do?
Because
Choose
yeah,
your own
it's
adventure.
kind of so I'm kind of like decided to sew on top of the ribbon so that the beads don't get smushed. So it's just a different here. I'm coming up to the camera, y'all.
Ooh.
See?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of fitting the beads in between the warps, I'm using the sari ribbon as a bed, and then I'm using the silver silk to anchor. So I'm kind of digging this.
I say go for it.
Yeah, I'm in. Who's gonna tell on me?
I mean, I won't. But you have to keep all my secrets too. Well, you and everyone else watching out there.
Who's gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Exactly. Nobody should ever loom shame you.
Yeah, no, I love this idea. And I will have to go back. I think I did something similar in a project on interweave one time.
And you also gave me an idea for another class title.
Ooh.
Loving on the Loom.
That sounds like a viral video. Because when I did the love cuff, oh my God.
I love it.
I think people thought it was something else. I am not even kidding you.
Oh my God. Yes.
So
that's great.
You know what else I want to do is Trisha did this really cool thing where she took the Toho seed beads and she like did the loop-de-doop-dees on the side.
Oh.
So you could totally take that technique that she did and add that to, because like I think what would be cool is it will help to cover up the wildfire. So you could do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like what's happening here. So I'm actually going to do one more thing that's just totally weird.
I don't think anything you're doing is weird. It's just
okay.
you're making it true to a boho style. And many of us, I will say, are uncomfortable or don't know how to do that. So they're getting a total insight of what Jules' brain.
Where's my brain is? Where's Jules' brain?
Where's Jules' brain today?
Where's her brain today? Yeah, it's kind of it's interesting because it's like a free formed, like no rules kind of thing here, except for that. Okay, these guys need to be, I'm transferring to my left hand now. I think we've done a lot of projects where it was very precise, and this is not so precise. It's very free-formed and very, just a lot of love. A lot of like
Yes,
whatever
and
wants
I
to
haven't
speak.
even attempted it yet because I'm gonna flip over to mine. I mean, I'm just chugging right along because this one does not require as much a thought process as yours.
I know, it's so funny sometimes. Like, yeah,
Mine's
let's just.
pretty straightforward, but it
Oh my
is not
gosh.
as intricately detailed as yours.
Yeah,
And
okay, but I love that. I love that. Are
something-
those rose quartz beads?
yeah, they're just rose
Oh my
quartz
God, they're
in
gorgeous.
8.5 millimeter or something.
Holy guacamole.
But it was one of those because you kind of standardized the pegs of where the pegs sit for the warps, the little grooves. So it was nice to have like beads that are available everywhere that that I can use for the loom and in between my silver silk.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating how this came together, and major props to Robert, who has just who is like design engineer extraordinaire. Hey Robert, I want to do this, and the teeth and the grids and the everything and blah blah blah. And yeah, can you just do that really quick? Can you do it really quick?
Configure it and make it happen. And he came back and was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
actually I can.
Yeah, actually I can." Oh my gosh,
that's fascinating.
Yeah, fun times. All right, this is really, I love how the SilverSilk is acting as this line of opportunity for these beads to lay on the sari ribbon. It's so stinking cool.
Oh yeah, let's pan over back to yours.
Yeah, so here I'm just going to bring this up to the camera.
Ooh, oh wow. So the
right?
sari ribbon is really like the backdrop, and then
it's really the backdrop.
That's So what size were those beads again?
These are 8s.
Oh,
they're
wow.
8 millimeter fire polish, and
I love like how they just puzzle together, and they're so beautiful.
Yeah, they're literally laying on the sari ribbon, and then I'm going through them, and I'm going under the silver silk and then back up in through the bead. So I'm not attaching or sewing through the sari ribbon, only around the silk. Or around the silver silk and then through the bead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just fun.
I love it.
Let me just turn sideways a little. Yeah, very cool. I like it.
What color? Because I don't even remember what I've been sending you.
Well,
what color is that?
Is it seafoam?
Does it have it doesn't have the rainbow tinsel in it, right?
I'm not seeing any rainbow tinsels.
Okay, no, then that's Shoreline, which has the gunmetal ball chain with the seafoam color on top. So that's cool. Yeah, I love that color combination too. But I'm all about like the jewel tones and those rich, like really vibrant colors. I think they're vibrant personally. I went out on a limb and did pastel today, so it's kind of not my usual cup of tea. But hey, you're here. We're both, I'm here. We're just making this happen.
Yeah, I think it's good for people just to see like there's different things you can do. You don't have to always stay within the guidelines. And what I'm loving about this too, what just came to my mind is that we've got a lot of people sometimes who have a hard time with their hands. And I am finding this to be really easy, actually. And because I have my own issues with my having done jewelry forever. And so it's not hurting my hands. It's not freaking out my mind.
Yes.
So I'm just coming under the silver silk, and then I'm going through the bead again here. Whoops. Come on, guy. Where are you?
And I think it's also helpful because we're not having to make simple loops or, not working with
Yeah.
wire necessarily.
You can do. Oh, for
It's
goodness
all held
sakes.
together on a tool, and so it takes the pressure off the hands.
Yeah.
To have it, to create something.
Yeah, it's nice. Except for now I'm making it look really hard because I can't see. I'm
Well, you got
basically
so
in the
much
dark.
texture going on there.
Jeez-o. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, life is good. Then under. Holy cow. Well, I don't have any lighting on because I'm trying to keep the shadows away. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, we'll pan over here in a short bit back to mine because
Yeah.
pretty much got the length of a bracelet done, and I feel like because I was so satisfied with the last class I did with you,
Yeah.
with making a bracelet, and I just wanted that same feeling back.
Oh yeah, we did that last video was so good.
It was
I think it's the one that I
great.
actually added to the Shopify store on the
Aw.
SilverSilk page because to help people understand what they could do with the loom.
Yeah, for sure. And I think our projects just keep getting better and better. But
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys,
stoked.
it's over on my YouTube, and I think it's on yours too, Jules.
What's that?
Our last class.
Oh
So
yeah.
you must subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't already, and come
Yeah.
and find those videos that we do.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've done so many SilverSilk videos. The girls between Trisha and Amber, myself and
They
you,
are
I feel
rock
like this
stars.
loom has
Yes.
been loved on big time.
Good. I'm so glad to hear. I'm so happy to
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, loving on a loom. It's gonna be. It needs to be a thing if it isn't already.
Well, and here's a little funny, not a funny, but you do drive through Oklahoma when you're on your way to Tennessee, correct?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh wait, because you'd be coming from California, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, if you were driving, then theoretically, yes.
Yeah. So there's a possibility in the works.
Oh.
So
Okay. Okay.
I'm just
We'll talk
saying.
more about that later. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know the deets. I want to know those deets.
Okay, so I think I like 3s because I don't want to hide. I can always go back and do loops if I want to, but so I'm going to come up through here and try to hide my knot. Oh my gosh, I have so much going on here. Come over here, little guy.
I love the look that you're accomplishing right now. The just the amount of textures and colors. It's so like joyful.
Yeah, okay. So I went on a killer hike yesterday. Killer hike.
Oh.
And it really opened up a lot for me. So I I feel, there's a sense of happiness inside, which is good.
I think I was speaking to Joan about this a while ago, but like, because she likes to go on walks and stuff, and I do too. And there's just something nice about just like experiencing just life happening and stuff as it is. And like, you're just kind of walking and doing your own thing. But I feel tired in a good way when I get back because like I just walk, 2 or 3 miles, and like here I'm feeling like I just did a thing, right? And then I don't know, just being out of like my office and out of my materials and the SilverSilk inventory and all that stuff, like just being physically away from it for a little while is definitely invigorating, and I can come back with some new inspiration.
Yes, and it just feels so good. We parked at the museum parking lot on Main Street in Ventura, and we hiked up to the cross.
Oh, wow.
And when we parked, and my girlfriend, one of my bunco babes, I said, well, what are we doing? The cross is like way up there. And I thought we were going to go park at the cross and then hike the botanical gardens. And she's like, no, this is what we're doing. And I'm looking at her like, you are out of your mind. And I'm going to die because, my lungs are still not 100% back. And,
Mm.
but I was like, let's do this. It's on. And so we climbed up the stairs, and I posted the video on my Julianna Jules page, and, man, it was amazing. And
Wow.
I made it. I had to stop a couple of times, but I made it.
That's amazing. I'm so
Yeah.
glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a wonderful journey. And just the fact that you got to actually do it without anything happening is also
Right.
wildly
No,
amazing.
didn't die.
You didn't die, and because I still need my baby mama.
I know. Made the show.
You made the show, yes.
Made the show.
Also an important
Made the
concept
show.
there. That's
Oh
funny.
my God.
So I'm just securing up my ends. I've got a gigantic loop here, which I guess I could do something with, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I will, because I just wanted that instant gratification of making a
That is
sweet little-
gorgeous.
sweet
Oh my
little
gosh.
bracelet.
Wow.
And sometimes that's okay. It's just the little things.
So pretty. Okay.
Thank you. So I'm just I'm using my wire here that I used at the ends to gather up my silver silk just by passing through it. This is a 20 gauge wire, which might be a little bit heavy, but it's just sturdy enough to hold and to have that elasticity to keep kind of stuff from pulling too far any given direction. But I'm just going to clip it off with a couple beads ahead of the wire that I just passed. And then I'm going to kind of gather them up. And I just used a triple strand end cap because it needs that gap and space in between, even if I don't have anything in the channel. And then I just opened it up with my chain nose pliers and then just kind of stuck it in and crimped it with some wide nose pliers. And then before I do a very hard crimp with my pliers, I remove that piece of wire, and then I've got essentially a finished little bracelet that I just need to get a clasp for, which I will do. So I'm going to pan over back to you, Jules.
Okay. Well, I just secured up this middle part, and that just came out really fun.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, it's just going to be a fun, what is it called when you put a nice book, a conversation piece? Is that what that is?
Conversation, yes. Conversational design. It's bespoke, really, because I've been using that word a lot lately too.
Oh, how are you announcing BESOKE?
Bespoke or bespoke, yeah.
No,
It's often used,
yeah.
To describe jewelry pieces that are very much have a specific tailoring or something like ultra special about it.
Wow.
Ultra uniqueness. I'm filtering through all of my stuff to find my clasps. No. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see here too.
I think that's the right word. I'm just I'm putzing through it. Putzing is probably not the right word either, though. Because putz is something that you do around the house, right? When you're just putzing around the house.
When you're just putzing around. Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know. I heard my coworkers say it once, and I was like,
where those things come from.
Right?
Sayings.
The little like isms and sayings, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look up putzing after this. Or if you guys out there are listening to our my babbling, I guess I
Google it.
Post it in the Silkies group to see what putzing is.
Yeah.
We can all read about it.
I don't know. See, this is taking my thought because I feel like it's gonna be. This is my length. I should have probably, if I was being totally, this should have been over a little bit, but I don't want to hide that. That's so cool. So actually, I might just do a bed of beads.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be stretching my my everything. Stretching my
Imagination,
what is that called? I
project.
don't, my desire to have things perfect. Okay. So I wonder, I'm almost thinking I'm going to use these other beads now. I'm just going to sneak this in here. Are we okay on time?
Yes. So
Okay.
we are about 10 to 15 minutes away from our time.
Okay.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Let me see. I might change up the color here and do something fun.
I like Vicky's definition. Puttering
What'd she say?
and fussing is putzing.
She
Probably a good
said,
way to put it.
is that our Vicky
Vicky
Finn?
Finn, yeah.
Our Vicky.
She's in all of my videos, I think. Well, not in it, but like always tuning in for me.
Always. She's
Much appreciated.
Yes. Very supportive.
I'm also scrolling through some of these comments to see if there were anything
Oh, yeah.
people were asking. Oh, Marianne Doy says, bringing out the flower child in me.
Aw.
I love that.
That's such a good, yeah. Just the peace and calm and
Amber is on too. I just now saw her name. She's over on YouTube. I love that flower. I think she might be talking about either the sari or your button, because they're both flowery, right?
Yes. So the button is a sunflower. And sorry, I'm trying to get through these holes without killing myself here. Yeah, I think maybe she's referring to this fun piece on the sari ribbon. Yeah.
So we have Miss Lorena who's asking, I'm curious to know how you're going to end that bracelet. We won't, I don't think we'll get to see it, Lorena, but maybe you could talk us through how.
Yeah, I'm going to do exactly what you just did.
Oh.
So I have two ends, just like Nealay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to end up sliding everything off, so I'll end up, so this is secured. Whoops, sorry. This is secured, right?
Mm-hmm.
These guys back here, let me get back here a little. I'm going to tie, so I'll do some random tying. And I'll have to tie, these guys together. I'm probably going to do more weaving down here to finish so that it's the everything comes together.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm just going to do the same exact thing Nealay just did.
Oh, so, yeah. We can I could do this.
Yeah. So that's all. Exactly.
Yeah, just a little end cap at the end. And then I think, Jules is going to find a spot between where she weaves the sari silk and or beads and then just tie off the stuff in between and kind of seal it up that way, which I think will look perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm really just overjoyed, really. I got to finish something, because typically in demos, and I think I've also learned what can I make within an hour that's that I feel good about and that I could show folks that are kind of maybe even newer to the SilverSilk Loom,
right,
what they can accomplish. And what's also cool is
I definitely had that intention.
you push the limits and the
And
boundaries,
I,
and I
yes,
always
so
appreciate that.
yeah, we both finished our projects last time, and but this time I just kind of wanted to play around with the idea of, well, can we mix it up a little?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so, but I'm not that far from being finished, and I'm definitely going to show everybody in the end. I'll make sure that it's posted everywhere, or Joan will.
So Leanne had a question about your loom, and
Yep.
asking if we can do it. Well, if it's possible to do a warp bracelet with the room with the loom.
A what kind?
A warp bracelet, a wrap bracelet, not a warp. I'm sorry,
Oh, a wrap.
a
So
wrap
funny
bracelet.
enough, it's very funny that she asked that. Because when I first started messing around today, I was thinking about doing that, and I was just going to do one singular, like you did, one single row. So my answer is that if you started to bead from the top and you went all the way to the bottom and you warped all the way to the back of the loom and all the way to the end here, you have about 19 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Most wrap bracelets that I've seen are 21 at the bare minimum. What you could do for giggles, and I'll have to try this, is you could go from here all the way around. You could go from here all the way, and then you could slightly come over here
Oh, at an angle, yeah.
at an angle, and now you would have gone 3 times. So 19 plus another 8 is going to be 27, which is going to be long.
Oh, yeah.
That might be 4 times for some wrists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it is overall quite possible. Whoops.
I think
mean,
it's
the other
possible.
factor is if you did a chunk of it here, I can kind of illustrate this with my board. But if you beaded a chunk of this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you kind of scooched it off from one side and then put it back on with just extra silver silk and kind of continue that design,
Yeah.
then you could go about it that way, and you could just keep going endlessly, really.
Right.
But it is
Right.
designed, which I love, that there are larger pegs on the back that they still accommodate for silver silk. They're just they're a wider taper so that
Yeah.
you could put fiber or really anything else you wanted that would
Yeah.
fit within those loops.
Macrame
Or even just larger beads, because I know the measurement and count is different from what these smaller ones are. So if you've got like gigantic beads that you are just in the mood to sew, then that would be perfect for that side.
Yeah, I would do it. I would just try it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I would
a couple other things here. Kimberly Smith, over our friend from Facebook, is asking if you could please post a photo after you're done, because we're all curious to see how it's going to be ending, how your journey, how your story is going to end here.
Yeah, you and I both, sister.
Yes. So I want to see how you end it and stuff too. So we're excited.
Yeah,
about that.
definitely.
But we'll post it to the Silkies Facebook group. If you haven't joined up with our Facebook group yet, you probably should. If you're wanting to see some Silver Silk inspiration, that would be the place to go. And Jules, for our Silkies out there, you have your own group and tribe too, don't you?
So we have the Jewelry Making with Jewel Loom group over on the Facebook. And so just come on over and join that, and we'll let you in. And then I think we already talked about the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
And so between Facebook and YouTube, I mostly do all the education. And then, of course, there's the Jewel Loom School, where there's a lot of content on how to use the looms. It's also where the monthly workshops live. And but yeah, there's a lot for the SilverSilk Loom. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's good to know
Yeah.
where we can find you. I love your collection of sari silk. You can really, guys, I hope you'll go nuts and find these on Julie's
Yeah.
website and make something really cool out of it with silver silk. I think that would be a dynamite. If it's not weaving, then certainly something bohemian chic realness with it would be
Yes.
absolutely stunning. So I might even go shopping after this and find some myself because I'm curious to see what I can make out of that. I have other fibers, but it's not sari silk.
Yeah.
And I've never really worked with that, but that's such a
Well,
fun.
and you can do that on this loom too. So, you
That's
can
true.
definitely merge. See, I keep finding all these pieces that are just too stinking cute. I can't hide them.
love that. I love
I
that
just
so
cannot
much.
hide them. Yeah, there's hold on one sec. Let me see. I still haven't taken this off the loom, but I mean you could repeat this on in essence, you can definitely do this
Wow.
on the silver silk. Yeah.
I'll spotlight you one more time here. There we
Yeah.
go. Oh wow. Can you hold it up
Yeah.
closer to the camera?
Yeah.
That is so cool. I love
Right.
that.
So, you can take your silver silk and it could be outlined, holding the piece together on the sides so that you have that cool look. And then you would just do the warps. This is hemp. So we could have done hemp too. And then weaved with all of our yumminess.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely stunning. And I'm
Yeah,
looking
so.
forward to seeing how you will end this design for us. And maybe once the post is up, you can kind of give a close-up shot of how the sari is tied off or something.
Yeah,
Just
I'm going to
very
do that. I'm going
so that'd
to,
be
I'll just
really
tape
cool.
that part separately and I apologize, but.
No, you're good. You did amazing work here. It's so beautiful.
I cannot push the process.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone that was out there for joining in. This was so much fun, and I just love the minutes I get to spend with Jules, and we get to create babies with our baby.
Yeah, see, this one is still like, this one's still waiting to be birthed.
Yes, I agree. So we will look for some questions over on the SilverSilk Silkies Facebook page and our Facebook group. Meanwhile, if you are in the mood for some shopping, you can hit up Jules's store, jewelloom.com, or mine, silversilkonline.com. Yes. And I've got some sales and clearance and fun stuff going on there for some silver silk. And if you haven't grabbed a loom from Jewel yet, please go do so you can make these wonderful creations. With us
this loom is amazing.
Video. It's pretty awesome. I'm like, this is a showpiece for me for my home decor, and it's functional because I get to make stuff off of it. And I get to add to the story that this loom will, endure many projects down the road. So I'm looking forward to the next time that we get together and continue. So
me all right, too. Thank you so much, Nealay. I miss seeing you. Thank you for all this. I love this loom and I love you, and it's just inspiring so many people.
I agree, concur, love you so much. And I'm just delighted that you were able to join in our workshop week and teach us something new and give us another reason to use the loom and hopefully inspire folks to go grab it while it is available. So I guess,
and I'll take the ends for y'all. Don't worry.
With a few concerned folks out here of tying this in, but that means that they're going to try it, right? So we got to hold them accountable to trying it and grabbing some of the sari silk too. So, all right, I will quit babbling. I love all of you so much. Tomorrow's schedule, which I'm going to just flash real quick while we're here. We're going to do our rose rock necklace in the morning or afternoon time. And I'm looking forward to that one. I think it's just a really cute little statement piece. And then in the evening, we will make some silver silk poppies to do this quick little flower arrangement that my mother wants to steal my prototype from me. So I'll have to give it to her after the show. After I'm done teaching you guys, that's when she can have it. So, and then followed by our mystery kit. So just a week-long fun extravaganza that we will just make some magic happen. And hopefully you guys have left here inspired and ready to create something. So Love you all. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mwah. Big
Yeah.
hugs to Jules. I'm gonna pinch your face too while we're here.
Pinching.
And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.